Hello again, my name's Gabe Zollner. Before It's News has a number of interesting articles. One I just sent over, I think you might want to take a look at. The title is Corsi. That's Jerome Corsi. He's with WND Daily, and he's being interviewed by the Alex Jones show. And the title of this is Corsi, False Flag Imminent to Prevent Obama Impeachment. Well, I don't know if that's going to do a whole lot of good with the Senate being controlled by the Democrats. But in either case, what he says here is talks of impeachment Barack Obama heats up. The Alex Jones interview with WND Daily senior staff reporter Jerome Corsi brings up the possibility that a false flag or stage crisis will be implemented to prevent the impeachment. Now he goes on to say they'll stage something. There is no doubt that they're going to stage something. What's ready to happen? Well, the next, I think, false flag or crisis on the horizon is the bursting of what? Well, the bursting of the stock bubble. If you watch some of my videos, I may mention it at like, I don't know, 3 or 4 times. And then he goes on to say that this is another stock market bubble. Just like the dot-com bubble burst, then you had the housing market bubble burst. Both manufactured bubbles, both engineered by the private bankers, the central bank. Well, I guess maybe that's where it all sort of boils down. I mean, I don't know. You know what they say, money makes the world go round. That's what they say. Well, I'm inclined to agree. Whether or not they're going to have a false flag to try to distract, divert, to deceive from impeaching Obama, I think they're also going to have a false flag to try to divert the people's attention from Obamacare. But it's pretty tough to do because it affects so many millions of people. You know who it doesn't affect? Well, it doesn't affect members of Congress. It doesn't affect certain staff members of certain members of Congress, like Harry Reid's, you know what I mean? It doesn't affect all the companies that the administration has given waivers to, nor does it affect the unions, because they're also, they've been given waivers because the unions represent a very large voting bloc. More important, they represent who knows how many hundreds of millions of dollars in donations to this dysfunctional criminal democratic this organization. You know what I mean? Huh? Well, I guess we'll see. Personally, I gotta believe something has to happen real soon. Was he going to start a war? Well, I don't know. He almost did with Syria. Who's he going to pick on? He'll find someone. You know, maybe Egypt, because they sort of pissed him off when they put his buddy Morsi into the slammer. You know what I mean? That trial's supposed to start like real soon. And hey, if Morsi has a ceiling falling on him or something like that, you know what I mean? Don't be too surprised, because I don't think Obama really wants Morsi to be tried in case certain pieces of information come out that implicate Obama in a whole lot of unsavory events. You know what I mean? Huh? Like the slaughter of thousands and thousands of people. We know with the weapons that he's given to the Syrian rebels, al-Qaeda, the Mujahideen, and the Taliban. I sort of digressed. I apologize for that. I will try to stay focused. But it's just that there's so much to talk about. You know what I mean? There really is. Isn't there? Sad part is so many Americans are clueless. That's why I make these videos, to try to inform those that want to be informed. The rest of you, well, hey, you can take a horse to the trough, but you can't make him drink. Not unless you have 2 big bricks that you smack together on, you know, the back part of them. You know what I mean? Anyway, it is what it is.